Hey everyone, it's Ryan here. Just making another movie review. I'm going to be making two. So I've watched these on Monday, today being Thursday, so a few days. Um, but I've actually decided to give myself time to actually record these. The first movie I'm reviewing today is Kingsman: The Secret Service, which I believe came out in 2015 or 2014. Um, it was one of those films where I saw the trailer and I did want to watch it in the cinema, but unfortunately didn't have the time to. And then I only just managed to watch it the other day, actually. Convenient timing considering the second one's out soon. The Golden Circle, I think it's called. So the story to it is Colin Firth is part of the Kingsmen, which are I guess, are like the modern versions of knights or something. But obviously dressed like gentlemen and all that stuff. They're like super secret service, as you will. Um, and it starts off with like a few of them in I guess interrogating a terrorist or something, and then a guy dies in action. Then Colin Firth has to go to the mother or the wife of the guy, and then he's got the little boy there, and he's basically telling us like, "Oh, when you grow up, use this." Yeah, basically the plot point that kicks in like the third, oh, I'd say like 20 minutes into the film. Um, then advances to I think about 17 years, where the little boy's all grown up now. He's like I guess like a chav or a yob or whatever. Just the cap, the jackets and the slightly lowered jeans and all that shit. Uh, just like a little kid on the streets type thing. Um, Getting bullied, abusive stepdad, and all that stuff. And then at some point, to one up one of his bullies, decides to steal his car, then gets arrested. And then the little medallion he has, he then calls up the number, and then there's like a certain phrase they use. Then Colin Firth comes along, and he goes, "Oh, I know who you are, Eggsy, blah blah blah," and all this stuff. Um, and then essentially, it's one of those things where it's like it's so unlike Colin Firth to be in like a action movie, because obviously he's just known for like the romance movies and all that stuff. So it's nice to see that. Then he trains Eggsy to become like a Kingsman himself, and then yeah, just a lot of things happen. The bad guy is Samuel L. Jackson, and he has a lisp, and it's fucking hilarious. Um, but anyway, I don't want to spoil too much. Essentially, it gets into Samuel L. Jackson plays a guy called Valentine, who like the funny thing is like the sight of blood makes him sick, so like he doesn't really do the killing, gets other people to do it for him. Um, but his plan is to release this free SIM card with like unlimited text, unlimited calls, all that stuff. And it turns out it's a master plan to essentially wipe out most of the human race and start over. Because he feel like it's one of those things. It's like he sort of has a point, if you know what I mean. It's one of those bad guys that you can sort of see where they're coming from, but just the way they're doing it is a bit. Essentially, he feels that the world is overpopulated and there's so many people that are literally just making it worse to live there and damaging the environment and all that stuff. So essentially, he gets a SIM card and it makes people violent. So they will beat the shit out of each other. So technically, it's not him doing it, it's them killing each other. Um, yeah, and essentially, they just have to stop them. But I really enjoyed this movie. Like I said, it's funny to see Colin Firth in an action movie because obviously he's like super gentlemanly and all that stuff. Taron Egerton, however you say it, he like the only thing like I haven't watched this movie, but the only thing I saw him known from was Eddie the Eagle. Like I said, I didn't really watch that, but him in this, I like seeing how talented he really is to go from like little street boy, all gangster, all that stuff, to then super gentlemanly and everything like that. It's brilliant. Um, yeah, it's a really exciting movie. Made me excited for the sequel. So I want to watch that. In the sequel, they go to their, I guess, American counterparts, the Statesman, which is quite funny. It's got, I think, Channing Tatum is in there, a few other people, but I really can't remember. I watched the trailer once, and yeah. But like I said, I am excited for the sequel after watching this. But I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Like I said, really enjoyable movie. Very different. The thing I love about it is that the amount of times they reference that it's like movies and stuff, where they're like, oh, I prefer this movie. Like, there's a bit where Colin Firth's character, I keep forgetting what his name is. Like, because he goes by Galahad or something. But then his thing is like Harry Hart or something. But yeah, there's a bit where he sat down with Valentine's, like where sort of like James Bond, where he goes undercover. He goes, "Oh, the name's Bond, James Bond." They like have a conversation, and then he's like, "Oh, but I'm really gonna find out what you do." Like literally, that's what they do. It's like, so you a James Bond type person, trying to figure out the villain's master plan, all that stuff. He goes, "No, I prefer this," where it's like they get along, and it's just brilliant. And there's a bit where Samuel Jackson first triggers the SIM card for everyone to start fighting. Colin Firth along them, and afterwards he comes out the church, and Samuel Jackson's there, and he's like, "You made me do it. How could you?" And he goes, "Yeah, this would be the part where I tell you my diabolical plan, and I'm going to come up with some convoluted way to keep you trapped, but you're going to have an even more convoluted way to do all this." Like literally just stuff like that. I just find brilliant. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Don't want to ramble on too long. It's a really good movie. I definitely recommend you watch it, and I'm excited for the sequel. I shall see you in the next one. Right, bye.